The price of Bitcoin the past couple of days has been trending to the downside. Currently sat at $22,030. What is going to happen next to the price of Bitcoin? Well, I'm going to show you in today's video my current open trades and what I expect to happen next. And I think a lot of people right now are scared about a recession. If you look at the headlines right now, they say JP Morgan, top executive, says it's clearly too early to say that global recession signs are clearing and green shoots are coming through. You'll see this as a headline throughout the entire traditional news media. It's a headline that's used to create panic, to create kind of fear, doubt, and all of these things that cause prices to go down. But you've got to ask yourself, what is the incentive here for JP Morgan to be saying things like this to the press? Is it because they genuinely believe that, or is it because they're trying to delay as long as possible to buy prices of any kind of stock while they are cheap in order to maximize returns on the rally back to the upside? Because this is not necessarily the true story as what is going on right now. So in today's video, I'm going to explain what is going on in the traditional markets, how that affects the price of Bitcoin. I'm going to explain what's going on with my current open trades. I'm also going to show you the crypto saving expert has issued a free trading course. If you want to take it, it's 4 hours long and it'll teach you everything that's in my brain about trading for absolutely no money at all. Don't want your money. Just want you to go to cryptosavingexpert.com and sign up for the website. But anyway, if you're interested in what's to come in today's video, as well as, of course, talking about a couple of altcoins that I've bought a significant amount of in the past 24 hours, please do drop a like on today's video. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, turn on channel notifications, and let's crack straight on, because I think I might have got a concussion. When I was racing yesterday, I hit into a wall very, very hard. My eyesight went black. My eyes were open. It was an interesting crash, completely ruined the half of the car. So yeah, no, this stuff happens when you're learning and when you're finding the limits and the boundaries and all these wonderful things. And to be honest, I'm on the pace right now, which is good news. Anyway, the price of Bitcoin at this moment in time, of course, has been trending pretty downwards the past few days. This is the 15-minute chart, and you can see on the 15-minute chart, we keep on slapping the bottom of the VWAP and bouncing to the upside. You can see this control line here, and you can see there is a glut of liquidity all the way up to approximately $22,500. A break above $22,500 really is where the fun would start for Bitcoin, because that's where the liquidity drops away very significantly, and then you can see we've got kind of loss of liquidity all the way up to these levels up here, which would be a resumption of the previous trading range. It's important to point out that if Bitcoin does fail in this current trading range where it is, then essentially we drop down to this lower level of support here, and that's where we bounce from. I would be shocked if we lost this lower level of support, which is currently sitting at $21,300. But if we did lose that lower level of support, it will create a massive buying opportunity on the CME gap close at $19,800. I think that a lot of people are predicting at this moment in time the price of Bitcoin is going to crash down to 10K, 5K, 1K. It's just not going to happen. And let me explain why. So first of all, as I explained at the start of today's video, JP Morgan is warning about a possible recession on the cards. You'll also see that bond traders haven't been this scared of a recession since 1981. But on the flip side, the actual data suggests that other things are going to happen. The actual data is saying that UK construction sector rebounds as recession's fears fade. Car sales jumped 26% as it happened. Essentially, what we're seeing in the real markets right now, the ones where people actually do business rather than ones where people speculate on business is getting healthier, business is improving. That's a long-term thing. It happens over a long period of time. You have ups, you have downs, but it's certainly not looking bad in terms of the traditional landscape. The key reason why there is so much FUD on the price of Bitcoin right now is because of what is going on with the DXY. And because if you look on the 4-hour chart here on the DXY, you'll see that we had a significant bounce to the upside. This is a multiple percent bounce to the upside in less than a 24-hour period based on the data that came out from the Fed. That's a 1.42% increase in the DXY in just a one-day period, which is a very significant increase. But at the same time, it failed to break through this resistance level. And I think at least in the short term, we will see a relief rally back to the downside, causing Bitcoin's price to increase yet again. But at the same time, if we do lose the level up here, this resistance level, things start looking a little bit more different for Bitcoin, and perhaps I'd have to reassess my theory. But for now, this doesn't look that bad, and to be honest, the upside for Bitcoin is pretty good if this was to continue declining, as my yellow arrow would suggest. So I think that actually the markets right now have peaked in terms of the value of the US dollar caused by the latest news that have come from the Fed. We knew that this news would come from the Fed at some point in time because, of course, the Fed wants to just put the brakes on the market just a little bit to allow the traditional industry to catch up. The Fed is not pushing for a recession. The Fed does not want a recession. They'll do everything they can to avoid a recession. don't just look at this chart and go, oh, you know, it looks like it's going to go back up just because you feel like it's going to go back up. You've got to look at things from a logical perspective. And that logical perspective would be, this is a resistance level. It's unlikely it breaks through that resistance level, but if it does, there is another resistance level above. And it's the final break above 106.9 on this higher resistance level here that would confirm that my theory here is wrong. And my theory would not be invalidated on this level of resistance here, because we could have another rally to the upside and then a significant rejection back to the downside. Now, another thing I want to discuss in today's video that I'm going to discuss in just 2 minutes time is XTP, because I've been buying some of that today. I also want to discuss the price of DAFI, so we're going to get onto that as well. However, if you're not already, do slap a like on today's video. I would appreciate it. Now, going back to the charts, what are my current open trades at this moment in time? Well, I've currently got a long position open on Ethereum, Bitcoin, and 2 Bitcoin long positions. Currently, I'm sat $10,000 in a loss between these 3 trades right here, and I've already taken $7,000 of a loss, meaning that I've essentially lost $17,000 over the past 48-hour period, something like that. So I'm in early to my trades again. My trades are not from the best levels, unfortunately. It just is what it is. You can't predict everything bob on every time, but I'm here, I'm waiting, and my liquidation points are significantly lower than the price of Bitcoin because I'm not over leveraging these trades. Now, I also want to point out, when it comes to these trades right here, I do expect to bounce back to the upside in the price of Ethereum pretty soon, just as I expect to bounce back to the upside in the price of XTP. Because if you look at the price of XTP right now, you can see there's a fair bit amount of panic selling going on. When the price gets down to these levels, you see it every single time. The volume increases quite significantly. The volume today on XTP is 34 Bitcoins worth of volume. And to be honest, it doesn't scare me at all, because you look at the amount of buying pressure that there is in the charts here. There is a significant amount of liquidity on the buy side. And to be honest, the sell side is lacking so much liquidity right now. Nobody really wants to sell their coins at these prices. The only ones that want to sell their coins at these prices are people that have either overinvested or they're just reacting to the market going down and they fear the worst. It is only natural that these things happen in these periods of time. And I basically... Well, I bought $100,000 of XTP coins today in the crash because why not? The price is cheap. I feel like the price is good. So that's exactly what I did. I bought another 5 Bitcoins worth of XTP during the course of today. Thank you all very much for selling to me. I expect the price is going to rise fairly soon, given that we're heading up to US launch, given that I don't buy the fact that Bitcoin is bearish, and given the fact that I actually think that Bitcoin to hit 40,000 this year is more likely than Bitcoin to hit 10,000 this year, because the traditional economy is on the mend. Regardless of what headlines you see, regardless of what tweets you see, the facts are the economy is on the mend, and if the economy is on the mend, it means that over time the stock market will continue its rise and the DXY will continue to fall. And if the DXY is going to continue to fall, you'll see the price of cryptocurrencies rise. What are some good cryptocurrencies to be looking at right now? I would say that one is Glimmer, currently sat at 38 cents. Another one is Zilliqa, sat down 6% today at 2.5 cents. You'll see these things have had significant sell-offs recently, but I expect these sell-offs are going to come to an end fairly soon. You don't generally see a sell-off period that doesn't have any kind of relief rally at all. And that's what basically I'm predicting right now, is that I expect a relief rally within the next 48-hour period, and I'm going to try and profit off the back of that relief rally by maintaining my long positions and expecting a bounce. Now, at the same time as all that going on, of course, I am long on Bitcoin, long on Ethereum. What is the price of Ethereum doing right now, and how is it looking? Well, this is the hourly chart for Ethereum, but if we go over to the 4-hour chart, we can get a little bit more perspective, because Ethereum is actually forming a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders pattern right here, which is looking pretty decent. You'll see also a pattern like this starting to form on Bitcoin, and if that inverse head and shoulders pattern plays out, essentially we can expect a bounce back up to these levels up here, and that would mean a price bounce back up to around $1,650 on the price of Ethereum, currently sat around $1,550, $100 bounce. Happy days. That's what I'm expecting. Now, how does that affect the altcoin market? Well, altcoins, if Bitcoin's price rises 5%, altcoins generally rise 15 to 25%, and then some of them pop 100% plus. We've seen that again in the altcoin markets recently. The altcoin markets aren't slowing down. They're speeding up. There is more and more interest in investing in altcoins right now because people want to buy the dip. People want to know what is the best thing to buy. It just is what it is. That's just a fact of the market. So in terms of how Ethereum is trading against Bitcoin, you'll actually see that Ethereum versus Bitcoin is actually starting to rise, showing that, again, there is more confidence in the altcoin markets right now, and that's looking pretty decent as far as I'm concerned. Hence why I'm positioned long on Ethereum, hence why I'm positioned long on Bitcoin. This spike to the upside, this is not a sign of things going badly. This is a sign that things are on the mend and we're getting that W reversal pattern starting to play out. Another thing that I think is actually a pretty decent thing to buy right now is BGB coin. However, again, this is something that I'm doing. It's not financial advice. You go and do whatever you want to do. I'm buying BGB coin every single day because I think that over the course of the next bull run, BitGet exchange will grow very significantly. If you don't already have an account on BitGet, check it out. Link in today's video description. However, again, if you are actually interested in trading, go to cryptosavingexpert.com, the best website you will find in crypto. It's completely free to learn. You can take all of these various different courses. It'll help you out so significantly. You can also check the prices. You can add tracking to all of the ones that you like, so you can form that within your account. You can look at guides for all sorts of things, such as taxes, cards, staying safe on the internet, networks, how to interact with them, metaverses, how to use each one of them, and an encyclopedia that has every single word in cryptocurrency defined in great detail, whereby, look, you can click on what is an angel investor. It's all defined here. If you want to know anything about anything in the world of investing, cryptosavingexpert.com is the best place to go because it's completely free and it's the only website in crypto doing things for free, because everybody else wants your money and then they want to pretend to be this fake guru. Whereas my strategy is a little bit different, which is actually go and make money, become an expert in these things, and then give the information away for free because you think that it'll help benefit everybody that watches you. And look, if I can increase everybody else that watches me's investment knowledge, and I can make you better investors, you'll get richer, and then you'll benefit me by using the website and recommending it to your friends. That's what I want to do. I want to grow the amount of users that we've got on the Crypto Saving Expert platform. So overall today, Ethereum I think is bullish. I don't buy into these headlines from JP Morgan. I've been buying XTP coins, and of course, I'm long on Bitcoin as well right now. The levels of which my theory is somewhat invalidated would be a break below $21,800, which would be a break below this lower level of support here. At that point in time, you'd expect to revisit 21,500, and at 21,500, I would be increasing the size of my long position, not decreasing it. I'll be dollar cost averaging it down in the expectation that we do expect some kind of relief rally in the not too distant future. This has been going down now for an extended period of time. If we actually measure how long the price of Bitcoin has been going down from peak to trough, it's been going down now solidly for 15 days straight. It's unlikely that that continues, being that, again, markets are just kind of going sideways. So if they're going to continue to go sideways, it does mean that some upside is here to come at some point soon. So on that note, guys, please do drop a like on today's video. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.